Believers in Christ is a weekly community meal service founded and led by Pastor Oakey. Every Sunday, crowds gather from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. in order to receive a free meal at Believers in Christ in downtown San Jose, California. Being a former drug addict and once homeless himself, Pastor Oakey understands the struggle that these people go through every day. Yet, it is because he went through the same struggle himself. He understands what the homeless people need.
Well, for one, he came from very similar situations. He was homeless for a long time, living in the jungle, and he knows, man. He knows where people are coming from. He knows the struggle. He knows the fight. He knows what is needed, and he knows when people are, BSing. So there's a high level of respect for him from the people here. He sees the truth. He sees the reality in it, and again, he knows, what people need, and he's willing to step in and give, and willing to call people out when it's not. So it's important to have somebody who knows that kind of dynamic and is able to speak from that place, And as a leader, he speaks from his heart for sure, and he gives that, and he talks to the volunteers and other staff here of exactly that, of sharing from that place of knowing where people are coming from. He's got integrity like a champ, man. We all have our own stuff that we deal with, our own weariness, our own tiredness, but he walks out of integrity, He admits when he's tired, he admits when he's struggling, he admits when everything is just overwhelming, but he's still out here, still loving people, and he walks it out like we're all supposed to, and it's a great example of good leadership, of good ministry leadership, of just being like Jesus, and again, loving people right where they're at.
While Believers in Christ is strictly a Christian organization that carries out and spreads the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ, other religious groups are welcome to help out as well, such as the Vietnamese Buddhist group. A couple of religious aspects that really emphasize solidarity are the group prayers. The first prayer is with the volunteers who bless the day and those who they are serving. This builds solidarity amongst themselves. The second prayer is with everyone there, all in one big circle. As the collection basket goes around, Pastor Oakey usually goes around too and gives everyone a hug. This hug symbolizes the bond between volunteers and the people being served, thus creating solidarity. Of course, the songs sung and the hymns read by Louis also spread the good word of the Lord. Louis himself is a byproduct of working so closely with Pastor Oakey. What makes Believers in Christ truly special is the fact that it is a community meal service, which really makes it a forum for building solidarity with the poor. Unlike many other soup kitchens, Believers in Christ is more than just serving food to the homeless and impoverished. Rather, Believers in Christ allows the volunteers to sit down and enjoy a meal with the homeless people themselves. By sitting down and eating with them, The volunteers are no different than the homeless. Everyone eating a meal is an equal among each other as believers in Christ. By sharing a meal together, the volunteers and homeless are part of the same community and they coexist in solidarity.
What I really like about it is that when you come here, everybody's kind of on the same grounds, they're on equal terms as each other. Like there's no nobody's better than another person. There doesn't feel like any sort of division between the participants and volunteers as well. So it's just a really kind of welcoming and accepting environment without any prejudices.
Everyone is an equal as believers in Christ because they all eat the same food, drink the same soda, and clean the same tables.
Like about believers in Christ, like working here?
I mean, if you look at it, it's not a high-end thing. There's no media out here glorifying it. I guess this is literally somebody from the streets helping those from where they came from to help reach out to others, provide for those others, both just food to the stomach and food to the soul.
Why do you like helping the people at Believers in Christ?
For me, it's an opportunity it honestly humbles me to come out where I've worked where I am, but to help out others that are less fortunate and those that are just a little bit above those that are actually out here still helping and kind of giving in return and helping those also. So he's got his routine, he's got it, he knows it. People that know what's important and that can reach out to him, and he's there for them, prays with them, gives them input, feedback, guidance. I think the fact is he's got so many folks that still come in, continually do that he's got volunteers that come in and help, and he can quickly guide them and get them to kind of. And if you ever listen to his new speech when he has new students here, talking about how he wants them to reach out, not just sit behind the scenes, but just reach out, talk to the others, and kind of sit down with those that are less fortunate, help kind of coach, encourage. He's got some great stories. I mean, he's definitely had a great life and work and a tough life. And just to see what God has done for him, and taking him from rock bottom, brought him up, and got him. He's living in a nice trailer, so but he's got a set of wheels, so he's got a place to live. But he doesn't look for more. And just that where he's come from, where he is now, and reaching out to help others that were in the same place he was, is pretty awesome.
What Pastor Oakey has done with Believers in Christ is amazing. He has truly created an organization of equals. No volunteer is better than any homeless person, and no homeless person is deemed too unworthy to not be able to share a meal with the volunteers. There is no doubt that Pastor Oakey is worthy of the title Architect of Solidarity.
This is CNN Breaking News.